Hey everyone, my name is Chris, and this is the Teacher's Lounge. If you're like me, you spent countless hours playing GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64, but also if you're like me, you teach board games a lot to your friends and to your family. So the Teacher's Lounge is a segment where we can talk about teaching recommendations, how to get better, get into the fun of games quicker. Today's game, that surely feels like that first-person shooter experience, is Adrenaline by CGE, Czech Games Edition. Now, CGE is known for a few things, for having very funny rulebooks and quite thematic games, and this one nails both of those. Adrenaline is a first-person shooter simulator where you get to run around and pick up mysteriously popping up cubes of ammo and put them into your supply. You can move spaces, you can move from one room to another in these brightly colored rooms that would never exist in real life. If you can line of sight see anybody, if you can look into a room, you can shoot them. This game has all the tropes of a fantastic first-person shooter, like laser swords, plasma guns, flamethrowers, and shotguns. So my teaching recommendation is teach this like you would teach a first-person shooter. Fast, exciting, really interesting to jump into. Don't worry about all of the small stuff. Some of those details will get ironed out over the course of the game. The rulebook does a great example of this idea, how you should teach the game. Here is the front page description. In a world of savage chaos, 5 combatants are locked inside a futuristic arena. Armed with sophisticated weaponry, their mission is to kill or be killed. Hopeless though the situation seems, bam, big pop-up from the purple character. Oh my, such doom and gloom. I'm shaking in my stylishly armored boots. When the rulebook talks about picking a starting location, she pops back up and says, just pick one. I think that's so great because that's how you would teach a first-person shooter. You wouldn't go through and show them what every single weapon in the entire game functions and does. You say, pick up a gun and start shooting people. Now, there's lots of nuance to the game. This is not by any means a simple, simplistic game in that negative sense. But people want to know the excitement. When you shoot someone, when you finally get to sit in the room and you use the shotgun and you way overkill them, blam, you blast them into the next area and you get to fill up their health track here, you get the kill. You get to remove one of these skulls from off the kill track, put it on them as an emblem of shame, and put one of your own blood markers on here as a token of your prowess with the laser sword or pokey stick or super glove. That's great. That's how this game should be taught, so that the excitement comes through. You as the rules teacher get to set the pace, set the feeling, and set the tempo of how the game's going to be played. If you teach it as a slow, thoughtful cube pusher about maximizing victory point values, that's how it's going to be played, and that does this game a little bit of a disservice. It's still a good game when played very slow, very thoughtfully, but if it's played as just tons of fun, just ridiculous and silly, like a first-person shooter in reality is, then you're going to have a lot more fun with this game. So, this recommendation doesn't always apply, but it's true that you as the rules teacher always get to set the tempo and the pace of the game. So use that responsibility wisely. I hope that this recommendation is great for you. If you have questions or comments or concerns or other ideas, then comment below and I'll respond under the name Meeple Overboard, a podcast that my wife and I do together that you are more than welcome to go check out.
Thanks for coming to the Teacher's Lounge and have a nice day.